Morning all. Today we take a car for MOT, which is a Ministry of Transport test, so it's a safety test. And what we're taking is a 1967 MGB GT Sebring. Put the flag away nicely. So, 1800 cc's, twin carb, twin SU carbs, and this car's got some special equipment. It's got 15-inch MGC wire wheels. It's got heated seats, it's got a high output alternator, and it's got some very fancy lights on the front. Which are super bright. As I'll show you now. Really lovely ones. Look at that. Some other equipment on it that you might note is different. It's got the Sebring headlamp covers, Sebring front spoiler with air ducts, bonnet pins. It's got running lights that illuminate the number for night racing, and on the top there, see that yellow dome? That's a pit light. So what you do is you put, this is before radios were invented, so you put the pit light on when you want to come in, the lap before, so the pit know you're ready for, get ready for you. So that's a different gear stick to normal. It's got a Mazda MX-5 gearbox, so you get 5 speeds instead of 4 plus overdrive on third and fourth. Daihatsu Copen sports seats with heating elements. Les Leston steering wheel, which is the holy grail of MGB steering wheels. And a full cage. You can see it in there. So we're going for an MOT. We'll see how we get on. Start it, shall we? So cold start with choke. See what happens. Oh, these are very early. So here we go. Choke. Let's see if we can get it off the ramp in one piece. Reviewing the footage of backing it out off the ramp, and if you look carefully, there's no brake lights on there. So I did a little test. So I set the camera up, put the ignition on, tried the brake pedal, nothing. Had a quick look under the bonnet, realised I'd knocked a wire off that sensor there. So that wire there, that one, I'd knocked off just in the ignition or something. And so I had no brake lights. Put it back on, re-videoed it, and bingo, it's working. There's the high output alternator. I had to make a new bracket for it here, which I fashioned out of a piece of metal, so I made that myself. What else have we got? Oh yeah, fans on backwards. That's got to be rectified, and should probably do an oil change and sort out some wiring for the heated seats. There's a centre console to go in, but other than that, looking good. Getting there. I'm really quite excited about this car. Well, we passed MOT certificates. Nice. No advisories. Perfecto. Now on this first run out, a couple of things came apparent. One is this. So there's perishing on both ends of that hose. That's got to be changed, that will fail. And the other thing is the idle is running too fast. Now to adjust the idle, it's this screw here on that carb and that screw there on that carb. You see that? That one there. So I'll just set up and adjust the idle. So as usual, some other things came to light. That hose down there, you can't see it very well. See if I can get a bit closer. The light seems to be hiding it. That's perished, it's cracked. So that's going to be changed as well. And don't like the look of this hose here. It's got a split in it there. It's rock hard as well. So that's the heater hose, that would be changed. And I've just put these new hoses on for the fuel. They were all rock hard and perished and horrible. So I don't want fuel bursting out all over the place. They're so hard. Like on. So I've changed those three. And now I've put one of those on the polisher. That's the after. That's the before. After. Before. So I'll get the other one on the polisher and give it a little bling to the engine bay. So it's going to be a bit noisy, but I'll show you the results of the polisher. Get a bit of soap, special polishing soap. Right about that one there. There's how it looks now. See it's coming through. Look at that. Before, after. I'll finish up. So there we are with both dash pots polished up and installed. Looking a lot better. Do like a bit of shiny. Well, I've torn it down and taken the rad out. And this is where you can see the fans on the wrong way round. It's also missing the little rubber grommets that live behind these bolts. So that's why they've packed it out with washers. And it might be. And there's that bracket I made. I'm really quite proud of that. So, off the fan belt, straighten that up. I might even paint the timing marks on the wheel, on the pulley on the front of the crankshaft. So, let's soldier on. Thought I'd take the opportunity of painting the radiator. So washed it with brake cleaner. Well, that's the rad back in. There's 3 bolts, or 2 bolts outside, 3 this, and these stays. Got the top hose, and there's that elbow there, and the bottom hose to go on, and 2 heat hoses, and the pipe that runs north-south comes off here and runs along the side of the rocker cover. So just to recap on the day, we've got the MOT sorted. We noticed that the pipes were perished, the top and bottom hoses were perished, and the heater hoses were perished. So we've ordered those, changed the fuel hoses. We've got a bunch of, that's one of the hoses we took out. There's the other one there. So I've ordered some new ignition leads, new distributor cap, new points and condenser. I'll pick up some plugs locally, and then, well, interestingly, you might like, that's the two relays that are used for the lights. So the middle two are on one relay and the outer two are on another relay, and they're even colour coded. So the middle two are on in red cables and the outer two are blue cables. So we're getting there. Oh, we've polished the SU carb dash pots. We're getting close. What I want to do is use it on Tuesday and go to a show. So I'm up against a bit of a deadline. It's now Friday afternoon. And then I'll video that. So thanks for liking, subscribing, comments, and wait for the next update.